Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So as they say, new year, new me. So I decided to do a new how to gain weight in 2019. So a lot of the tips I have are similar to the ones in my first video that I did last year, but they're a little more updated and improved because I've learned a lot. I'm going to show you guys a trip to the grocery store, my favorite apps, favorite foods to gain weight, and let's just get started. I hope this helps you guys out. A lot of you guys have actually been messaging me like thanking me because my tips have helped you guys, so I'm so glad I can help you guys. So this is basically going to be like the gaining weight handbook, and everything that you need will be in this video. By the way, I'm like trying out a new hairstyle. I don't know, I'm always with the same hairstyle, so if I look like a freak, just don't tell me about it. Okay, so first things first, the first thing that you have to do before you even begin your weight gain journey is measure and weigh yourself. So you're gonna want to know your exact measurements and your exact weight. So take a measuring tape, measure your bust, measure your waist, and measure your hips. Now, this might not seem as important to you guys, but I'm telling you, it makes the biggest difference. Like, I'm going to show you guys my measurements before, like, I ever started gaining weight, and then once I started gaining weight. And once you see, like, those inches increasing on your hips or on your bust, you're going to feel so motivated, and I'm telling you guys, it really, really helps. So now you're going to want to weigh yourself. So get a scale, digital, whatever scale you have, and weigh yourself, and this is going to be your starting weight. So you need this for the apps and just to keep track of your process of your progress. Alright, so next up, find an app. So you're going to want to find an app. There are a bunch of apps out there, but my two favorites are MyFitnessPal, which I told you guys about in my previous video, and this new one that I found called LifeSum. This is not sponsored, by the way. I saw some other people recommending LifeSum, and I was like, let me check it out and see what it's about. And I actually really, really like it. I think I like it better than MyFitnessPal just because it tells you like how many calories you should be eating, recommended, like for breakfast, lunch, dinner. So it will tell you like exactly how many calories you need so you can reach your goals. So the way MyFitnessPal and LifeSum works is when you first set up your account, you enter your age, your weight, your height, and then it tells you, do you want to lose weight, maintain, or gain weight? So obviously we're going to put gain weight, and it basically gives you like a estimation of how many calories you should be eating to gain weight. So if you guys don't know how many calories you should be eating, just enter your information on the app and it'll tell you. And like I said, I really like LifeSum a little more than MyFitnessPal. Like, they each have their pros and their cons, but I just like the recommendations that LifeSum gives me. And I also like the fact that if you pay premium, you get like a bunch of really amazing recipes that I mean, I've been like creeping on it because I don't want to pay premium, but you get a lot of really dope, yummy looking I was gonna say breakfasts. You get a lot of really nice recipes. Alrighty, so moving on to the most important thing is to eat. So I've explained this in my previous videos, but if you guys are new and haven't seen my previous videos, basically in order to gain weight, you have to be eating in calorie surplus. That means eating more calories than it takes your body to maintain your current weight. So it should be about 500 to 1,000 more calories daily. So let's say in my body it takes 1,500 calories to maintain this weight. I would have to be eating 2,000 calories or 2,500 calories to actually gain weight. And a lot of people, like, they say, oh, but I eat a lot, I eat a bunch. Yeah, maybe you're eating a lot, but maybe it's not high in calorie, so that's why you're not seeing weight gain. The most important thing is high calorie, high calories, my people. That is the most important thing to gain weight. So moving on to my actual groceries. So I'm Hispanic. I am half Puerto Rican, half Afro-Dominican, so you guys know I love to eat my Spanish food. So a lot of the things that I eat is like Spanish food. So mango, plátanos. So I took a trip to the grocery store and I got a few things. So I got yautía, I got plátanos, I got corn on the cob, I got Quaker Oats, old-fashioned oats, that's to make my shakes and my drinks. Got loose corn, peeled garlic, cilantro, chives, potatoes, and I'm gonna read to you guys some other things that I got. So I got butter, whole wheat bread, heavy cream, bananas, grapes, packs of water, Velveeta mac and cheese, Bisquick pancake mix, different types of pasta, so spiral, alfredo, spaghetti, alfredo sauce, Parmesan cheese powder, chicken breast, ground beef, cereal, soy sauce, orange juice, passion fruit, fried cheese, hot dogs, hot dog buns, thick bread for French toast, apples, and things to make pastelitos. You can find all of these things in your local stores. So I really recommend eating healthy fats when you're trying to gain weight. So that's lots of pasta. Yautía is really, really good. Mango is really, really good. Mango is mashed plantains with butter, and then you fry some cheese and salami, and it's amazing. And that's basically what I've been eating to gain weight. And I try not to plan out my meals too much. I just look at the calories and I try to make it more. So instead of using a butter that's only 35 calories per tablespoon, I will use butter that's 100 calories per tablespoon, and that just makes your life easier, you know? I want to show you guys my 500 calorie, it's like 500 plus calorie oatmeal recipe. So you guys know that I share with you guys my oatmeal shakes, but I'm going to be completely honest, after a while I just got sick of that shit, so I was just like, no thank you. So I just decided every morning to make hot oatmeal. So the way I do this is I use, let's see, I gotta look up my recipe actually. So my hot oatmeal recipe is half a cup of oats, and I just blend that in the blender, and then I put 2 cups of milk and whole milk, and then I put 2 tablespoons of sugar, and I just blend it. And then so I blend the oats, and then I just, you know, heat up the milk and stir it and just make it like regular oatmeal, but I drink it. So that way it's like way quicker, way easier, and you don't get as full as like if you're eating like a bowl of oatmeal. So that is my little hack that I've been doing. But I think I'm getting a little lactose intolerant, I'm not even gonna lie, so I might have to like replace milk with almond milk or something. I'm not sure, maybe drink lactate, but yeah, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. But that is definitely my tip. It's so good, and it's better. I feel like it's better than the smoothies. Sorry guys, my camera died, so I hope I'm still in the right position. So moving on, next thing you want to do is maybe try to find some workouts that you would like to do. Personally, I'm very bad at working out. Like, I do it occasionally, but I'm trying my best to do it more often. So a little hack I have is to go to your local Marshalls. You guys should check if you guys have one around. It's basically like a department store, and you guys can find workout stuff super cheap. So I got a yoga mat for $8, and I got resistant bands for $8 as well. So the ones that I got from Marshalls has like different levels. So you go from light to medium, and then heavy, which is like more resistance, and it works out your legs more. And yeah, so I would suggest incorporating working out, even if it's just 20 minutes of your day. You know, you can even start with like yoga and stretching and just getting your body just, you know, used to this new lifestyle, which brings me to my next point. Make this a lifestyle, and by that I mean don't let it consume you, but just in order to gain weight, you should have a very clean lifestyle. So by that I mean, you know, wake up early, get enough rest. You need a lot of sleep so your body can process everything that you're doing to it. Drink enough water. You know, wake up in the morning, stretch, do some meditation. Just treat your body good, and your body will reward you. And you know, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the healthiest person. I have anemia, and I barely work out. I work out occasionally, and I go to sleep super late. Like right now it's 4 in the morning. I go to sleep really late, and it doesn't help. You know, you need enough sleep, you need enough water. So just try to incorporate this into, you know, bettering your lifestyle if you're like me and you're just like a complete night owl. So now that you guys know what foods to get, here comes the actual making the food and the recipes. So something that I did this time around that I didn't do last time was actually look on Pinterest, and I specifically typed in single serve recipes. Because you know, when you search online or on Pinterest for recipes, it's like to serve like a bunch of people, so serve 5, 6, 7, 8 people. Well, if you specifically search up let's say you want a mac and cheese recipe. So you search up mac and cheese single serving recipe, and there should be recipes for single serve. And I think that is so much easier because it gives you the exact measurements that you need for a single serving, and then you can tweak that into higher calories. So like I said, like if it calls, let's say, for 1 tablespoon of butter, you add 2 tablespoons of butter. If it calls for like this amount of cheese, you add a little more. But it just makes it so much easier for you to know what you're doing because it's single serve. So you're not gonna have like, you're not gonna waste food and make like a huge pot of food and then not know like, oh, is this like enough calories? Like how many calories is this? Like no, you're gonna have a estimate of how many calories you have, or how many calories the meal is, and then whatever else you add on top of it, you will know. So it's easier for you to calculate. I hope that makes sense. It's just, it saved my life. Searching up single serving recipes made my life so much easier instead of like trying to guess, like making an 8 serving recipe and then I'm like, crap, like how many is for me, for one person? Because the 8 serving recipe could be like 800 calories, but that's for the whole serving, not for like individual servings. I hope that makes sense. So that's my little hack that I've been doing and I love it. I don't know why I didn't do it sooner, and it's very helpful because people tell you to just go look at recipes, but really you're looking at recipes for like 8 people or 5 people or 4 people, you know, you're not really ever looking at recipes for just one person. So this goes hand in hand with my changing your lifestyle and bettering your lifestyle, is to drink water. If you're like me and don't really drink water, start with 2 bottles of water a day and then, you know, work your way up. Water just helps keep your body hydrated, healthy, and it just helps the entire process just flow easier. That's basically all the tips that I have for you guys. You guys know that I've made thousands of weight gain videos, so my tips, I hope these tips are different enough to help you because I feel like they've helped me completely compared to my first tips. And it's basically, the gist of it is all the same, but you can tweak things to make it better or to make it suit your lifestyle better. Moving on to the questions. So I asked you guys on Instagram to ask me some questions that you guys have about weight gain. So I'm going to answer that for you guys right now. Let me just pull it up. So the first question is, how do you plan a weight gain journey? So I actually have a video on this on my channel. It's how to plan your weight gain journey, and it's all in detail from, you know, starting to writing down like your calorie amounts and basically everything that you need to start a weight gain journey. So I'm gonna have maybe a link down below or a little thing right here so you guys can check that out, and it gives you all the information, literally every detail that you need to plan a weight gain journey. Next question is, how do you gain weight in thighs and butt but keep stomach area flat and slim? Again, honestly guys, I don't want to give false hope. Don't know much about how the body works and stuff. All I know for sure is that everybody's fat gets distributed differently, so you can't really control where you're going to gain weight. You know, some people gain weight and it goes all to their boobs. Like my best friend, it goes all to her boobs and just a tiny bit to her stomach and like barely anything below like her waist. And then for some people it just goes all to their butt and their thighs. Some people it just goes to their stomach, so you can't really control it. And you know, a lot of people say that, how do I keep my stomach slim and flat? But honestly guys, I don't have like a flat stomach. I'm gonna show you. Like my stomach, it looks flat, but it's really not that flat, you know? And I'm a little like bloated right here. So you know, when you gain weight, you're gonna gain some fat, like it's unavoidable. And then like when I go like this, let me see, wait, is it on this side? Okay, right here. When I go like this, I have a little bit of fat right here. Like, you know, it's natural, it's gonna happen. You can't magically just gain weight and have like the skinniest stomach in the world. My stomach used to be like this, like literally like I could barely suck it in anymore, like this, and now it's like this, you know? So if you want to keep your stomach flat while gaining weight, I was reading that you should be doing high intense cardio. It's like so confusing because you're trying to gain weight but you're also trying to maintain like a flat stomach and stuff. And I was like reading that, you know, people who gain weight, they like bulk up, and then so they eat as many calories as they can. Then they do like leg exercises, all types of exercises. Sorry, my accent came out. I like try to control my accent sometimes and it just comes out. And then they do high intense cardio for their stomach. So, you know, cardio is to lose weight. So I don't know how it works. I'm like trying to get more informed so I can do it, because I'm trying to get my stomach like super like flat, but still remain like thicker in the bottom. So I don't know, once I figure it out and if I try it and it works for me, I'll share it with you guys. But right now I have no idea, girl. I really don't. Next question is, will gaining weight work the same for short body? Because I'm short and afraid that I will look fat. Girl, I'm short. I'm 5'2.5". Again, your body, your fat distribution is different for everybody. So you don't know what your fat distribution is unless you just go ahead and try it, you know? I mean, you can kind of get a gist, but if you're very underweight like I was, you're not really gonna know what your fat distribution is until you start gaining weight. So I would suggest just start gradually, like in my How to Plan Your Weight Gain journey, how I said go 5 pounds. So gain 5, see how you like it. If you want more, gain another 5. Just work slowly instead of rapidly, just so you can kind of control your weight gain a little bit. So next question is, how much weight were you able to gain in the first few months when you first started gaining weight? I really don't remember. I know that for a while I was a little discouraged because I wasn't really seeing progress and I wasn't really seeing change. But then one day out of nowhere, I just decided to weigh myself and I saw that I gained like 10 pounds, I think, or 5 pounds, I don't remember, and I was ecstatic. So it will take your body a while, but just don't rush it. I mean, that wasn't the question, but really, I don't know how much. Everybody is different. Some people gain like 10 pounds, 20 pounds in a month. Other people just gain 5. It all depends on your body. I really don't remember because I started my weight gain journey a long time ago. Next question is, what is the best food to eat to gain weight, most likely when it's midnight? Okay, so again, high in fats, healthy fats, high in calories. So nuts are really good for gaining weight. So almonds, pistachio, literally any type of nut is really good for gaining weight. Same with pasta. Pasta has a lot of calories and healthy fats. So if you want like a midnight snack, I would suggest whole wheat bread, peanut butter, and banana. You could even use Nutella. I mean, it's a little more unhealthy, but it tastes really good and has a lot of calories. Next question is about how many calories do you eat per day, and do you eat as much as you can? Okay guys, so I've been very inconsistent with my weight gain. Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. I was supposed to start my weight gain journey before my birthday, and I haven't. I'm trying to start again, but I just gotta like discipline myself and be a little more consistent because I'm trying to get this body right for the summer. But I eat about 2,200 calories, or 2,300 calories per day. And I used to like stuff the food down my throat, but honestly, if I get like full to the point of throwing up, I'm not going to do that to myself, you know? So I just, you know, try my best to space out my meals and eat as much as I can, but not to the point where I'm gonna throw up if I'm super full. Next question is, how do you get the weight to go in the right places? Love your videos, by the way. So we can't really control where our fat gets distributed, so it's all based on your genetics, but you can also offset that by working out. So if you want to, you know, gain a lot of weight and muscle in your lower half, then you would do lower half exercises. If you want more in your upper half, then you would do those types of exercises. I've seen people go from this to like Coke bottle shape just exercising, but it requires you to eat a lot more calories because when you're working out, you're going to be burning them. So that's how you get your weight to go in the right places. But as far as like fat distribution, that is like genetic and you can't really control that. Next question is, does eating almonds help with that? Yes, it does. Eating almonds is just because it's high in calories. So anything that is high in calorie will be easy and it will help you to gain weight. What do you normally buy when you go to the supermarket to increase your weight? So I showed you guys everything that I buy, in the beginning of this video, and that's basically what I buy every time I go to the supermarket, you know. Obviously some things last longer than others, so I just like restock on things that finished. But that's basically what I buy every single time I go to the supermarket. Next question is, what's your height and weight now? Love you. Thank you. I love you too. I'm 5'2.5", and right now I'm about 110 pounds. It varies between like 109 and 110. I'm trying to get to 115. Honestly, guys, I just want to get my legs thicker. Like, that's what I'm most insecure about right now, and that's what I'm like trying to work out, because, guys, like, above my knees, my thighs are a little thick, but you guys rarely see me below my knees, and my legs are very skinny. I have like very like chicken legs. Well, not chicken, but I have very skinny legs below my knee. But they did get thicker compared to how I first was, but my legs are like skinny, so that's definitely my goal. Well, not a question, but comment. It says, gaining weight is so hard. If I stop, the weight immediately goes back down. So if after you reach your goal weight and like you stopped eating in calorie surplus, you have to eat to maintain. Like, you can't just go back to your bad eating habits. You gotta then figure out how many calories you need to maintain your weight and try to stay at that ground. So it's not like you're gonna be like counting calories your entire life, but just get a gist of what you eat in a day that equals to that calorie maintenance amount, and get your body used to eating that much every day so you can maintain your weight. Because if you don't maintain it and you go back to barely eating, you're just gonna lose weight and you're just gonna go back to the beginning and you're gonna have to start all over again. That happened to me, actually. I think I lost like 3 or 4 pounds over the summer, and I was like devastated, but you know, I gained it back. Do you exercise meanwhile trying to gain weight? Personally, I'm trying to, but I don't that much. But you should be exercising while you're gaining weight. That's like the best to build your body, and it just keeps you healthy. Next question is, what if you have a very small appetite or barely any appetite? This was me, and it still kind of is. I have a very small appetite. So what you have to do is you have to gradually increase your calorie intake. So your body, obviously, your stomach is used to eating a little. So your stomach is like this. So you have to gradually expand it. So that means gradually introduce it to more and more calories. So one day, like right off the bat, you shouldn't start with like 2,500 calories one day. Like, if you're regularly eating 1,300 calories, you should, you know, one day go to 1,600. Then the next day go to 1,900. Then the next day go to 2,100. And just like slowly build it so your body can get used to eating a lot. And I'm telling you, once you start eating a lot, your stomach is going to get so used to that you're going to be eating all the time. It's going to be ridiculous. You're going to be like, do I have a black hole in my stomach? Next question is, if I gain weight, does my breast get bigger? Again, this depends on your genetic fat distribution. For some people, their boobs get huge when they're gaining weight. For some people, they don't get any boobs. Me, barely anything goes to them. But my chest is like not bony anymore. You used to be able to see this, like all the bones. So your body really distributes fat to everywhere, but where you're gonna notice it the most is where your genetic fat distribution is set up. You know, because I was reading that like you have cells, like genetic fat cells, and like that's where your fat is destined to go. Next question is, hola chica, how do you come up with what to eat and what helps you with appetite? So I just look up recipes on Pinterest, and some recipes are just passed down from generation to generation, you know, what Hispanic eats and stuff. But I just really look up recipes and just make what I've been eating my entire life. Next question is, how to gain weight in college, because the food available in my college is pretty limited in choice. Ooh, this is rough because I've never dormed, so I don't know how the food situation is over there. But if you can, I would try to buy your own stuff. Obviously, you're not gonna go on a full shopping spree, but like buy things that are like snacks, high in calories. Again, like the whole wheat bread, peanut butter, bananas, like stuff like that. and try to make that in college. Is it possible to, do you have a kitchen when you dorm? I'm not sure. Honestly, don't know. But that's my recommendation. When working and going to school, how do you stay on top of your weight gain journey? So lots of meal prepping. Bodybuilders do this all the time. They meal prep even an entire week worth of food. So I would suggest meal prepping. So like, let's say you gotta go to school in the morning, just like the night before, prep a breakfast that you can just munch and eat, you know. Prep a snack that you can take with you to work or to school, and then prep a dinner if you don't have time. And you could just, you know, heat it up, and that's basically the best thing that you can do if you're very busy throughout the day. Next question is, where do you notice the weight gain at first? Like, which place on your body would it be? I don't know if you're asking like me personally or in general when you gain weight. For me personally, I see it like right here, my upper arms, and then I see it in my thighs. So by thighs I mean I'm wearing some sweatpants right now. So by thighs I mean here and up to right here. So let me see. So my knees are right here. So I will see it below my knee all the way up here. Because as you guys can see, I have pretty skinny legs. They're not as skinny as they used to be, but I don't really gain a lot here. I gain more here on my butt and on my arms right here. But if you're talking in general, then again, that depends on your genetic fat distribution and on your body type. So that was all that I had for you guys today. I hope this video helped you guys with your weight gain journey. I'm wishing you guys all the best of luck. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one.